welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about Erik the Viking. It's a Terry Jones film made in the late 80s, and it came and went really fast. This is made the same time as Terry Gilliam made Bridges of Baron Munchausen, which was a notorious bomb. Both of these films lost money, Munchausen and this. This one came and went without any fanfare. Munchausen came and went with massive fanfare and controversy, all about his budget. And they left both directors from Python in the same place. They've just had a bomb. Now, Gilliam bounced back without much of a problem, actually, because he's a more colourful director. So Jones, even though he had some sessions with Wish You Were Here and things like that, this kind of hurt him a lot more for some reason, even though it probably lost a lot less money than Munchausen. But it was kind of forgotten, which is actually worse than being like controversial for the budget. People just forgot this film that existed. And one of the things that Jones doesn't have and Gilliam has is visual splendour. Jones and Gilliam were both the guys who came from Python and became the directors. They co-directed Holy Grail, which was the most visual of the films. And then Jones went on to do Life of Brian and Meaning of Life, which were less visually stunning, and but they were strong films in their own way. But Jones was less of a visual guy; he was more of a verbal guy. Like the big difference with this compared to Munchausen, this has more like literary jokes and verbal jokes, and Munchausen has more of visual jokes, which are probably more expensive to do. And Munchausen sees a stronger film ultimately, but this one's actually quite good. This one's actually a lot better than its reputation suggests, because it is about verbal jokes. And the idea is basically we're going to take you through the Viking Ragnorock and the Viking world of this time, but we're going to do it in a very kind of verbal way and chat and have lots of dialogue scenes and character scenes and like replace a visual spectacle with verbal stuff. I don't think that was people were wanting. So it was just one of those things where it delivered a film that no one actually wanted. It's based on a children's story, but the film ultimately couldn't be that because it was darker. It wasn't even a children's story. It's a 15 certificate. So it went darker. So the people it would appeal to most would be children, and it was too dark for them, the actual film, because it starts off with a joke about rape, which makes it more grown up, but it has a lot of stuff in it that would appeal more to kids than it would to grown-ups. So it's caught between two audiences where it's too grown up for one of them and they'd probably like it more, and it's too silly for the audience that it's been marketed to. So it was this sort of no man's land of who's it for. I mean, at least Munchausen, it was a kids' film. Ultimately, it was a kids' film. You could show it to kids and they'd get it straight away. There was nothing there that would actually terrify them or give the film a bad rating. But this one starts off with a rape scene that doesn't actually work out for the attempted rapist, who's your lead protagonist because he doesn't like rape or pillaging or anything else. And he wants to go a different way because they're in Ragnorock at the moment, where Ragnorock in this film is just cold ice everywhere. It's basically like an ice age. And Erik wants to go and find. Erik goes to a sage who tells him how to end Ragnarok, which is a great epic journey through different dangers, and he convinces some people in his village that instead of trying to be in winter forever, they should try and go and create to end Ragnarok and actually have like trees and like greenery and things, and try and have like seasons, which is a nice idea. But there's others like Loki who manipulates everyone because he wants Ragnarok to continue because he can profit off it. And there's other people, John Cleese's character, who's also profiteering off Ragnarok having happened. So they're trying to stop Erik. So it's an epic thing through these different monsters where Erik and his pals are all incompetent and dumb, but they manage to get through and go and find this fantasy land led by Terry Jones, and he's a moron who doesn't understand things, because they're the key to get to Ragnorock. So they have to deal with his insanity, which is a very different insanity than these Vikings are used to. And then when they finally get to Ragnarok, they have to deal with the gods, who are a different sort of insanity as well. Now you can see in this the influence Jones had on Python. The idea of nothing's quite what it seems. Your ideals are silly, but they're also quite moving at the same time. So the double-edged sword there of what you want isn't going to be as simple as you think, and there's a lot of silliness to it, but there's also something worth for it, and that comes through the film, and that's what makes it very good-natured. Like we finally get to, Odin and all the gods. It's quite funny how it all works out, and there's some very humorous things that are how dark it is, and what the afterlife actually is. If you get, to Valhalla through the afterlife, it's not all what it seems. And there's all these people who are saying, "Is your grandpa in Valhalla?" and all the rest of it. It's almost like we human beings can try and basically get one up another. It's like, my family's better than yours type of thing. And just the basic neediness of, I'm slightly better than my neighbour type of thing. All that stuff is in the film. That kind of human pettiness is in the film. Human failure, human weakness, and why people don't do anything. But also you've got the romantic quest thing, which doesn't work out as planned, but always keeps going, because in this one Eric realises he has to depend on his friends and the people he's with, not just his ideal. So there's a lot of really cool stuff here, and it's done before CGI, so everything's done practical with models. So it probably looks better now than it did at the time, because you've got proper remastering, you've got proper colour correction, and also we now have nostalgia for that kind of effects. At the time it probably was, is that all they could afford? And now it's like, that's a nice little stylized version of it. Because I remember at the time, I didn't see the film because it came out and said, these effects are terrible, this is no atmosphere. And you look at it now and you're like, it's a plenty of atmosphere, it's just a very literary atmosphere. It's very much the director's not about the visuals. He wants the visuals to support his verbal jokes. That's just the way Jones was as a director. When it sort of worked in Life of Brian with the Pythons, but here it could have used a bit more panache, so it didn't work as well. And the guy you could have asked to come and help him was off spending $50 million on Munchausen. So it's that kind of thing where it doesn't work as a mass market film, because it's got a weird mix of American actors and British actors, and so Tim Robbins plays Eric, and he's obviously American, and he's fun in the film. There's also a bunch of British actors around him, and some other ones like Mickey Rooney in it as well, I forget. So it's a weird mix of things that you can put in the poster, but it doesn't tell you much about the tone of the film, so it just seemed a bit weird. It almost screams bomb, like desperation bomb. But it works well in the film because it's not meant to be realistic, it's just a series of gags telling this story. So it works fine because it's actually a weird mix of different people and different type of characters. The way real life is more like that, like give you different people and different backgrounds. But it's just weird to see a poster on a trailer. It's like, what the hell is this film? I think that was the thing the first film had, was like, what is it? It's like they go to this place led by Terry Jones, it's a paradise, but everyone involved has gone brain dead, and it's like paradise is not what it's cracked up to be. Nor is the hard-working, you think the hard-working Vikings were going to be noble, and they're not noble at all, they're just dumb. And you get to the gods and they're dumb in a different way, and it's just petty, and it's like, it's all about how humanity actually is rather than the idealised version of what you'd think it would be. So it's a very enjoyable film, but you have to go in knowing it's a film that's a bit overlong, and there is a director's cut in here. I watched the theatrical cut because the director's cut in SD, and it does have a kind of feeling of it's not quite finished, which the director admitted he never quite got the chance to fine cut it the way he wanted to. And you do have a sense of a lot of it's compromised by getting it made. But it's still one of those messes that's really enjoyable. It's one of those ones like I'd happily rewatch it. There's lots of nice scenes in there. Even if it doesn't all come together as a narrative, there's so much good stuff in there that it's like, well, that's fine. It's a flawed film. Who cares? So this box set is quite nice. You basically get a commentary with Terry Jones, and you get some behind the scenes stuff from when it was made, and just basically a new commentary, theatrical release by some comedy people as well. So it's a nice package. You get a little booklet. I'm not sure if this box set is still out, but the actual disc stuff is still out, and it's a nice little set if you're looking for a weird little film from the 80s that everyone pretty much ignored. This came out the same year as Batman, and again, it looked at trashed. It was in the big American film. It was a small British film, so it never got the love. So there you go. But I would definitely recommend it if you like that kind of film. If you like the kind of Viking myth done with Terry Jones doing this silly Terry Jones stuff, you'll probably enjoy it. So that's me for now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.